Hi, my name is Priska and I am back.
A Sacred Life with Priska Helena Vyers.
So for those who have been around here on this channel for a while, know that I used to be quite active here and very regularly, and all of a sudden from one day to the other I kind of disappeared. And while I cannot tell you all the things and the reasons why I've been disappearing, I can tell you some things, and I'm going to tell you also what happened and why I'm back and what I'm intending to do with this beautiful channel. So please stay around and I'm going to explain it all to you. So before we're coming into the now, we have to wind back for almost 10 years to 2015. Actually, it is 10 years when I met my now husband, Boss. Which is crazy to me that it's already 10 years ago. How can time be so fickle? How can it go so fast? How is it working? So anyways, 2015, I met Boss. And just about 5 months after we met, I left my whole life in Switzerland. I'm Swiss. And I moved with my dog to the Netherlands, the country of my partner. And at the beginning, I lived in this little room that I've rented, like where I had to share a bathroom with sometimes up to 5 men. So it was a really interesting time, but also really good for me to redefine who I am. But fast forward, in 2017, 1.5 years later, I moved in with my now husband, Boss, and his 2 children. And this transition was surprisingly hard for me. I did not see it coming. It's also things that you cannot know before you are a stepmother. It was really hard for me to step into that role. Before I was this free soul, kind of like free spirit, just an artist, right? Living my life freely, just responsible for my dog, that was it. And all of a sudden I had 2 small kids that I was responsible for every other week. What was really hard, we had all these other challenges on top of that. So Boss got really sick, he had a burnout, he had a cancer scare. Luckily it was just a scare, he's a stage 4 cancer survivor, so this was really scary. And we knew we had to really take care of him, and he had to slow down. And so that meant for me also to step up even more. And yeah, it was just a lot for me to hold, and we also had financial issues going on at that time, and it was a lot. That's what I can say. It is a lot. That was a real test for our relationship, but obviously we are like, this was always the one thing that pulled us through, was our love for each other, no matter what. But over the years, I really felt like I was disappearing. The role as a stepmother was eating away at me, and I couldn't really understand why. I felt like, why is this so hard for you? Why can I not just be happy? I mean, the kids really embraced me so beautifully, and I mean, I'm really a lucky stepmother in so many ways, but I just felt empty. I felt I was disappearing because my whole life was like about other people. And I can imagine many parents, especially moms, feel the same way. And for me, it even felt I was lesser than nothing, because I was not even the real mom. And even though obviously I'm taking care of them every other week, I'm not here to make decisions or, decisions for their upbringing or how to live their lives and so on and so on. You kind of are always, on the sidelines. This is how I felt. And it was actually a friend that really opened my eyes when he said, you know what, Priska, you're an actress, right? I used to be an actress. And I can just see you in this movie called Your Life, and you just keep playing these over-the-shoulder roles since you've moved to the Netherlands. It's about everyone else but you. But what is this? You are not meant to play these roles. You are a star, right? You need to play the head character of your own life again. And this is when it clicked, when I realized, yeah, it's not about me, like what brings up my joy. It's all about needs of other people and kind of serving their needs. And I can imagine so many step-parents and parents can relate to that. Maybe even if you don't have kids, that you just are a person who is kind of constantly moving all around other people's needs. So I had to stop. Like living my life this way, and I had to bring back the magic I've abandoned, together with washing and cooking and lunch preparations. I threw it all out because I didn't allow myself to be all of it. I didn't allow myself to be my witchy and my priestessy and my sacred self and the stepmother. I thought I had to choose. And what I realized, like luckily I had the most supportive husband one could ever imagine. And I just had this space to really reclaim my sacred practices, to learn, to deepen into the world that really, really makes me me. And I saw myself coming back to life. I saw myself being excited about my days again, about my work again, about my life again. And it was not a huge shift in the end. It was something that changed on the inside by having better boundaries, by taking myself out of certain activities, by just choosing myself at times above anyone else's needs. And my intention by being back on social media, I want to say, I have been on social media all the time, but back on YouTube specifically is because I really want to share my life with you. Sometimes maybe in a vlog, maybe in like taking you on a ritual, maybe just infusing you with some magic. And because I know like so many of us are lacking this magic and have lost touch with the sacred and the sacred within ourselves. So that's what this channel is all about. And if you are ready to reclaim your sacred, then you might want to give this video a like and follow me on my journey. And I can't wait to see where this new adventure is taking me. I'm slightly nervous because I know it's a huge commitment and I have so many ideas in my head that are swirling, but I just got to start somewhere and see where the journey takes us, one step at a time. Thank you so much for being here. Blessed, blessed be, and I hope to see you in the next video again.